Okay, now I'm going to do another explanation of Matthew 10:28 so you can understand what that really means. But to understand, you have to know how teleportation technology works. So this is a UFO here. This would be a city down here on planet Earth with a nuclear fusion reactor. The nuclear fusion reactor is what you call a black body object, which gives off and absorbs every wave in the electromagnetic spectrum. So there could be gamma rays coming off of that, or there could be radio waves, depending on how high you turn the nuclear fusion reactor up to create electricity. If you turn it up really high, it creates gamma rays. If you keep it really low, it creates radio waves. So all a person has to do on the UFO is step through a door here, and their atoms are broken down into the 4 elemental parts. So that's an air neutron, that's an earth neutron, that's a water proton, that's a fire electron. And then those things are sent down to the city. And then this door here has laser lights on top and sound frequencies on the bottom, which reassemble the person. So this is the UFO here. There's the nuclear fusion reactor on the 2nd floor. This is the 1st floor where there's like a quantum computer. And that door has to be underneath there, because if you're being teleported up, you need to be reatomized before your atoms fly into that reactor, because that's not a good thing. You don't want your atoms flying into the reactor. You'll be gone forever. So down below, it's the same thing. They have to position the door above the reactor so that you're reassembled before your atoms get hit in the reactor. So on the top of that floor there, on the 100th floor, has a secondary door. They usually use like a radio wave, or in this case a laser, to teleport a person's DNA. So when they step through that door there, the person's DNA is analyzed when it's broken down at the quantum subatomic level, and that's sent down here at the speed of light. And as these things are coming down here, this is being sent down first, and then they get reatomized down here. So they turn the nuclear fusion reactor up in the UFO to create gamma rays, and the gamma rays combine with the body's electricity, which is the electricity output of the heart. There's a electricity wave that's flowing across that door that matches the heart's electricity. Now the gamma rays combined with the electricity matching the heart's electricity deatomizes that person. So they get sent into they get deatomized into the 4 quantum subatomic parts of an atom: fire electron, air neutron, earth neutron, and water proton. Those get sent down to the bottom. Now, this is the soul here. So in the fire electron is a quark inside that fire electron, and inside that quark's fire electron is the soul. And the soul rotates around the universe, which is space, and inside that universe there, around every star is the element time, and then around some certain stars is the Earth. So that one single electron houses all creation, all those quantum subatomic particles. So that's where the person's soul is. So the soul is unaffected. The minute they walk through the door, they come out at the bottom here. They walk through this door, the soul flies down here so fast that you don't even notice that anything happened, and you step through that door. Because the soul gets re-put back into exact location where it is. All your atoms get reassembled back in the exact same location that they were before. So that's teleportation technology. Now, the same thing happens with medical bed technology. Right here. Only you can use 2 UFOs. So there's a nuclear fusion reactor there, one there. These are the medical beds, and so if you turn this up here, gamma rays, it'll deatomize the person, because this ring here, it matches the heart's electricity, so the whole person can get deatomized. There's a person's soul in there with all those particles, and here they are getting here. Like if that person gets deatomized, that's their soul there inside that one little electron. All existence is in there. The quarks, the soul, this entire universe, all the stars and all the planets are inside that one little particle. And all they have to do is reassemble them over here on this other medical bed. That's deatomization, or medical bed technology. It works on the same principle as teleportation technology. So that's how teleportation works. Now this here is called black hole sun. Black hole sun means, this guy here. I'm the father, remember? The assassin predator who's trying to catch the fugitive predator. He's my son, but he'd have you believe it the other way around. He'd have you believe that he's the father and I'm the son. So you got 2 competing stories where I'm telling you he's the bad guy and he's telling you I'm the bad guy. So he's the black hole sun. He's the guy who has the predator killer. I'm trying to stop him from launching the predator killer, which is science. Destroying us with CERN, along with my reincarnated soulmate, because if she gets pregnant, that's what activates the predator killer, which is a black hole. And if I'm able to stop that black hole, well, then his backup plan is to fly over here and pretend to be, somebody he's not. And that activates his other predator killer, these here, right? So if I'm able to successfully shut these down by convincing mankind not to do anything, well, then he launches his third predator killer. And that's him actually coming over here and pretending to be somebody he's not. And when he does that, that's what activates Matthew 10:28. Right here. Fear not him who cannot destroy the body and soul, but fear him who can destroy both body and soul in hell. He's going to come here and tell you that this is hell, right? And then what he's going to do is he's going to put me or somebody on this medical bed. Watch this, mankind. Then he'll record it, and then that person, I'll disappear, or whoever it may be will disappear completely, because all he has to do is make sure that this over here doesn't reatomize the person. They keep this one down here at a radio wave signal or whatever, and then they'll shut the machine off, and the person goes flying over there, and their atoms get sucked into that reactor there, and they're boom, they're basically floating around in space. So you'd be stuck floating around in space. The body would get completely deatomized, and you wouldn't even know where the soul is. So somebody who's so naive, following these book of lies here, you would instantly say, the prophecy's true. We got to fear that guy. He just got rid of that body. How did he do that? The body's gone. The soul's gone. The guy vanished. We better fear that guy. So that's what he's going to do, mankind. He's going to come over here and try to pull that crap on you. So, because I have advanced knowledge of the stupidity of my son and him trying to do that, I wouldn't recommend you come over and do that, dum-dum, because it ain't going to work, man. My other half of mankind are going to defend me with their railgun technology and make sure that you're not some dummy trying to come over here and pose as somebody you're not, man. So stay away from here unless you want to come back home to the family. That's the only way you're going to be able to come back home to the family, is to come here in peace and give me my 29 UFOs that I want hovering over the cities in peace. Otherwise, it's going to be a war. And it's a war you don't want, because you're going to lose, because I'll get reincarnated in another universe, and then I'll destroy you guys. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that next. So pay attention. So he's the black hole son, or SON, who's, where is this one? He's the black hole son who's responsible for creating black holes, because he's my son. That's what black hole son means. But also, it means come and wash away the rain. Well, that's half of mankind. Like, oh, can you please come over here and pretend to be somebody you're not? We want you to wash away the rain. We want you to, come put an end to this life, and then so that we can get another life, back home, because we're tired of being here, So they want the black hole sun to come over here and wash away the rain. Well, that's these guys, because there's an association with rivers. There's an association of, walking on water. There's an association of parting seas. So that's rain, guys, because it takes rainwater to fill that up. So come and wash away the rain, man. It's these guys here. After he comes over here, deatomizes half the planet. 4 billion people are gone. You guys jump on the UFOs. Guess what happens to you? You get deatomized too. That's what wash away the rain means. And I'm trying to prevent that from happening by opening up your naive eyes.